Um, the other corner, Alexander. A ball was caught over on the sideline by a 200-pound wideout, Tim Jones. I don't even know the player. And Alexander was deep on the play. Now here comes Jones kind of running straight on the sideline, getting as much yards as he can. And Alexander could have charged ahead as fast as he could and had a sideline collision, right? Instead, he waited until Jones gave up the extra 5 yards before that collision would have occurred, and then took kind of a half-ass little mini elbow swat, shiver, whatever you want to call it. I have no tolerance for turn downs, Tyler. The corners I admire, Newsom and Evans and Mark Lee, these people hit people, back when I started. I don't know. He missed Bigby on a screen, gain of 2. And then on the touchdown to Ingram, okay, he dropped his man wisely. He read the thing right. He read Lawrence. Lawrence went deep to Ingram, who was in man coverage against Nixon. He was there to help. Now, I guess he hurt his knee or foot or something like that on the play. But still, he could have done something to knock that ball loose. But no, the knee and whatever more important than saving a touchdown and that tied the game. I got no tolerance for that, Tyler. Stokes over there, he's not playing bad, Tyler. I can't knock Stokes right now. He's not playing bad. Special teams, McManus, 2 game winners in a row. This one from 24. He also hit from 46, but the thing was flagged or didn't count. He also hit from 31 and 38. Kickoffs, fine. Whalen, good punter. He had one bad one out of his own end zone, which was shocking. He had a net of 44.8. That's it on the Packers, Steve.
Well, I would say this, loafing appears to be in vogue in the NFL. I don't know if you knew that, Bob, but
No.
week 8 in the NFL. Anthony Richardson just, quitting on his team. Chris
Yeah.
Ballard's selection at quarterback, 4th overall, just 2 years ago. Taps out. He's tired. Needs to catch his breath. So there's your leader, Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard. Since then he has since been benched for Joe Flacco. So give the Colts credit there for having some balls to do the right thing, because I've never seen anything like that. Have you ever seen a quarterback quit for a play to say he's tired and leave the game?
I've heard quarterbacks talk about being fatigued, but I've never seen one leave the game. No.
Yeah. So there was that. Then you've got Tyreek Stevenson before the Jaden Daniels Hail Mary, taunting Commander fans. I'm sure most listeners and viewers have seen that clip from a fan in the stands. He's just talking shit to fans. Noah Brown is his man and doesn't track him. Lo and behold, he's the player who tips the ball right to the Commander's wide receiver. So you've got that. You've got Trayvon Diggs for the Dallas Cowboys, just kind of gallivanting his way diagonally across the field. A little merry-go-round, skip to my Lou. Kind of reminded me of taking the kids out for a stroll here in Boston, New York, Back Creek Road, just allowing George Kittle to gain a nice 45 yards, whatever that was. And all a reporter did, I think it was Mike Leslie down there in Dallas, was share the video and just ask, what's Trayvon Diggs doing on this play? And this is just, I guess this is the modern day athlete. Now I'm going to sound like an old curmudgeon. Like Trayvon Diggs says his pads are still on and everything. Goes in the locker room, must have seen it on his phone, comes back out, approaches Mike Leslie before they're allowed to go in the locker room to interview guys, and is barking at him, goes back and forth, and a line that I'm not sure if you've heard in your esteemed journalistic career, Bob, but Diggs informed Leslie to talk to D's nuts. He wanted him to talk to D's nuts. Did you ever hear that from Forrest
No.
Gregg, or it's
No.
nothing? So yes, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Jaire. I mean, you were watching him a lot more closely than me, but maybe this is just the new standard for effort in the NFL. I tell you what, that's why a team like the Detroit Lions stick out. They're not going to put up with stuff like that, I suppose, and Green Bay as well. But it, we probably need to carve out another hour to talk about Jaire because there's a lot of good there, a lot of playmaking. You can see why they want him on the field. Let's come back
Oh
to that
yeah.
topic another day. All right. Alrighty, for this entire episode of the Ty and Bob Pod, subscribe to golongtd.com today. You'll get every episode of every podcast, every team deep dive, every player profile. Your investment is always put to good use. I'm traveling around the country trying to deliver the NFL in the real and the raw, always through a long form lens. Thank you so much for your support. We're completely powered by you. We'll catch you next time.